to be discussing if we'll ever see another DS or handheld. Wow, handheld?
Handheld.
We would like to see a handheld.
Handheld. I can't even say it anymore. Handheld that isn't part of the Switch family.
Wow.
By the way, the 3DS came out in 2011. Had a really good run.
Yeah.
And it kept selling quite a bit. But
Bravo, 3DS.
I'll let you guys go. You put your thoughts on this first, but I kind of have some theories here.
I'm gonna say yes because Nintendo is weird and they do weird things.
Wow.
Terry,
I'm not trying to. Not
Did
saying
you say
that like
wow.
You think they eat mustard?
I think they would eat mustard.
That's it.
No, no. I'm just saying like I don't necessarily even mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying Nintendo always does weird stuff. No one expected the Wii. No one expected the 3DS, and no one expected the Switch. Like, they were totally different than what any other game companies, like any other console companies were doing at the time. And I just think it makes sense that they just try to do something different. It wouldn't surprise me, as much as I would probably hate this unless it was something awesome. It wouldn't even really surprise me if they don't ever have a Switch Pro or a Switch 2, and they just do something drastically different, or like make it all phone-based. I would hate that, but I could see them going some kind of route like that just to be different than the other options. Because, to be honest, Nintendo's always been behind in graphics, except for maybe the GameCube.
Always.
So, they have.
No, I never saying
They
that.
have.
They've
As
always
far
been
as
behind.
when it comes to, like, PlayStation and Xbox.
Well, GameCube was the most.
That's what I said. I said.
I know,
except for
I'm just
GameCube. So I could see where they don't even care about that, and the next console is like, well, let's just do something different because we're still selling a ton, because they're not even directly competing with the other two, in my opinion. They're kind of their own thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
I do think we'll see another one, and my only reason is because there's too big of a fan base. So
Okay.
I think eventually there'll be people
But could they not just be on the Switch?
that want to have that back, or something like that brought back. So
You're talking about we'll have another Switch?
another handheld that isn't a Switch.
Oh, you're saying
Yep.
you do think we'll have another handheld?
Yep.
It's not. Yeah.
Okay, so I have a theory that the Switch is going to become the DS. In other words, they're going to make a new console, could be Switch Pro or whatever it is, and continue to sell the Switch, where the Switch becomes the new DS.
Whoa. Wow.
Because they're going to have it as a cheaper variant. It could just be the light version or whatever. I think that's just going to continue to be that entity, and then
And it is its own thing.
yes, and then they'll have a new version.
How cool would it be if all of a sudden Nintendo came out of nowhere and released some like heavy hitter of a graphics console that nobody was expecting?
It'd be awesome. I could even see where they've been testing out cloud gaming. I haven't tried cloud gaming on the Switch. We've done lots of cloud gaming stuff on other stuff, but I haven't heard great things about it. But I could see where maybe they tried to do something like you just said. They came out with a new console. It'd be awesome if it was super powerful, and they were like, hey, if you've got a Switch, you can cloud stream stuff that you've bought on the more powerful console to it.
Yeah. So this brought up another question too. Is like, I want to do this thing that we call looking back on the 3DS. I'm not sure where we would rank it among handhelds, but my point is, like, I'm saying 5 years goes by, 10 years. Where do you think that console is going to be? Because I don't think we're ever going to see anything else like it again. As far as this 3D slider, I think it's going to be something that's going to be extremely, what's the word I'm trying to say
Valuable.
here? Valuable? Yeah, just something that's like, wow, check this out. That's a cool piece of hardware to have. Could be wrong, but I'm just curious your guys' thoughts on that. Looking back, how do you think the 3DS is going to be looked upon in the future?
Fondly. No, you kind of already said it. It's a great handheld system. I think it's the highest selling handheld of all time?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people really liked it, and I think a lot of people will remember it. I mean, when you think about it, like our generation, I look back on the Game Boy, and the 3DS is a million times better than the Game Boy, and I still look back on the Game Boy, and I'm like, man, that thing was so fun. And even with the Game Gear, I thought it was fun too. So, No, I think people will still enjoy it. I think it's something that will be played forever. Even without the online store being there, I think people will play physical games on it for the rest of time.
What do you think?
I mean, I think it'll be looked back upon with love, and I also think it's gonna, as years pass, gonna grow dramatically in price. But yeah.
Yeah, I kind of I mean we're slightly seeing that now when we go to stores, but I just don't think we're gonna see like this whole 3D thing was such a big thing for that period and it went away quickly, but that was the only thing that like Mitsubishi was trying to do a whole 3D thing without glasses. I'm saying that was an actual thing that came to market on a handheld. That still is amazing that
Yeah,
works.
I don't even think anything else has ever done that. Right?
No, like think about that though. It's like that's the only thing we have that shows. Like I had a phone that did that, the HTC.
Yeah.
Remember, but that I just feel like that's a big deal to be like check this out and find one of those. And I think the longer time goes on.
Yeah. I mean, I turned it off most of the time when I played.
Yeah.
Or had it on super minimal.
But you think it was
settings.
cool?
But it was cool that it
kind
was
of a show you or show off piece. But
yeah.
All right, so the next Switch. We always hear rumors.